What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we are previewing Jets-Bills Week 17. Here we go. It's the 4-11 New York Jets, who are 24th in points for, 16th in points against the red-hot 12-3 Buffalo Bills, second in the league in points for, 11th in points against. The Jets are 9.5-point underdogs on the road, according to BetUS, the official sportsbook of the channel. Sign up using promo code YouTube150 over on BetUS and receive a 150% match deposit bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Get in on the action. Playoffs are coming up. If you want to get in on the fun, head over to BetUS. Sign up using YouTube 150. So when previewing a Jets and Buffalo Bills game, how do we not start with Josh Allen, who is honestly playing at an MVP level? It's him and Lamar Jackson. Both those guys have been absolutely stellar this season. I think you can make a strong case for either one of those guys to be the MVP. It feels neck and neck. I believe Lamar is the slight favorite after a few strong performances in a row. But looking at Josh Allen and his season, 37 total touchdowns in 15 games combined, passing and rushing. The story has been the offense. Joe Brady calling plays for Josh Allen, who's been throwing it all over the yard, and their rushing attack has been very good with Cook all year long. So it's been a really impressive showing from this offense. They finally had an 8-game streak of 30-plus points snapped this past week when they were held to 24 against New England. They have scored 30 or more points in 11 of their 15 games this year. How, if you were to tally up the number of games the Jets have scored 30 plus points in going back over the years, how far back do you get before the Jets have hit 11? They only have one in this year, so I'm assuming you got to go back pretty far. I don't know. I didn't do this off the top of I didn't do this pre-planned. I just thought of that on the top of my head. But think about it. As a Jets fan, you've watched how much Jets football over the years, and thinking about all the times they put up 30-plus points going backwards, how far back do you get before the Jets reach 11 games? By the way, just tallied it up. It goes all the way back to 2019. You have to go back to 2019 if you're tallying up 30-plus point performances and how long it took for the Jets to get 11 of those. Gross. On the Jets side, they're pretty banged up right now. Unfortunately, Lofi got hurt in the game this past week, and his season came to a close, his rookie year. I thought he had a very promising campaign at left tackle, so it most likely means either Max Mitchell, who came in and replaced Lofi, who did not look very good, or Carter Warren will be starting at left tackle this week. Yuck. Unfortunately, neither Max Mitchell or Carter Warren have looked all that great. Carter Warren in year 2, Max Mitchell in year 3. Not exactly promising performances from either one of those guys when they've had to come in and play. The Jets offensive line has struggled. Now, Aaron Rodgers is also banged up. He took 1 sack this past week against the Rams, and on that 1 sack, he hurt his knee. He is playing through an MCL injury and will likely play through an MCL injury the final 2 weeks of the year. When Rodgers has played through injury, I don't think that he's looked all that good. Games that stand out, the Denver game, Minnesota, both those games he took massive hits in, and then played through injury and really didn't start to look healthy again until post-bye week. And to his credit, he was looking better through the first, few games before he got hit again against the Rams. Took a really big hit, clearly hurt his knee, but he's going to try to play through it. He wants to play all 17 games. Great. Good for Aaron. He's going to play 17 games. I don't think his performance is going to look all that great, though, especially against the Bills team who puts up a lot of points. I think the Jets will be playing from behind, and it might lead to a weaker kind of performance. So let's get into those stat predictions. For Josh Allen, I think he has a pretty big day. 22 of 33, 66.7%, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks a 112.1 rating. I also think he adds a rushing touchdown in this game. As for Aaron Rodgers, I'll give him 24 to 39. I think they'll throw a lot again this week because they'll be down. 61.5 completion percentage, 242 yards, a touchdown, a pick, and a 77.1 passer rating. As for the score and pick against the spread, as I mentioned, Jets 9.5-point underdogs at home, courtesy of BetUS. I like the Bills to cover the 9.5. The Bills are at home. Obviously, it's a road game for the Jets. I don't think them going on the road into that environment is very conducive to a positive result. I have it Bills 34, Jets 16. I think they get back to scoring over 30-plus points. I know the Jets, I guess, held the Rams in check. It's not like they scored a boatload of points. They only scored 19 points, but it felt like they were moving the ball at will against the Jets. And with the offense more injured than they were a week ago, I don't think it's going to be a great showing. I think some of the Jets' points is in garbage time. But this one, I just personally feel like it has blowout written all over it. Just not a good matchup for the Jets. Now, in their last week of the year, they'll play Miami. I think that'll be a tighter game. We'll obviously preview that one next week. But just looking at it, like I just don't like this matchup for the Jets. And I know earlier in the year they played the Bills tough and they've played Buffalo tough at home. But on the road, there's been some stinkers. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be one of those stinkers. So I have it 34-16. Let me know your thoughts on this game down below in the comments. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.